Hello there, everybody. This is Mel Allen. Welcome to another exciting edition of Yankees Magazine. This week, we talk with the players on the edge, the last guys to make the team.
There was a little more pressure this year, and I couldn't work on things that, I had done in the past. I never cared how I did in spring. And, I think I went out and had a good spring because I knew I'd have to make this ball club.
And Jim Abbott. Man, he's ready to put the past behind him and get back on the right track.
I enjoyed playing this game. I always have loved the pitch. And, last year I think maybe I, got caught up a little bit in my own expectations and maybe some expectations of others and tried to do maybe a little bit too much.
And as always, we'll bring you all the highlights of the week that was right here on Yankees Magazine. Yankees Magazine is brought to you by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. And by your Tri-State Jeep Eagle dealers, where you can expect the best.
We got a slam bang smash, raves Dennis Cunningham on CBS with miles and miles and miles of heart. Damn Yankees is a Broadway home run, says Barnes in the Post. Don't miss it. And on ABC, Joel Siegel says if you're keeping score, Broadway starts the season with a big, solid hit. Call Ticketmaster because it's faster. And see the show Jeffrey Lyons dubs Broadway's new MVP. The show Time Magazine calls Damn Good. Damn Yankees.
A baseball team is made up of 25 players, as most of you fans, of course, know, and Buck Showalter uses all 25 better than most other managers. The hard part is deciding which 25 will make the team. Even harder is letting the other players know that they did not make the cut.
It gets no easier. It never gets easier because I've been there. I understand that, you're basically breaking a kid's heart and breaking a young man's dream of playing in the major league. But at the same time, you've got to be honest with them. I'm a bearer of good news very seldom in spring training. But it goes with the territory. It's my job. And I have to do what I think is best for the New York Yankee organization. We do it as a whole. We do it as an organization. We sit down, we make decisions. We're not perfect, but I tell you what, there's a lot of thought that goes into every decision. But it gets no tougher calling a young man in and telling him that he's not going to make the New York Yankee baseball team initially.
The hardest decisions to make involve Billy Connor's pitching staff. With so much young talent, veterans like Bob Ojeda and Jeff Reardon were not given much of a chance. They both pitched well this spring, and surprisingly, when it was all over, they both had made the team.
No, I actually didn't know I made the team until Saturday night in New Orleans, the last game. So, I was pretty nervous during the whole thing, and even if I pitched good, they really didn't say much. They just said good job. They know I've been around, and I didn't need a pad on the rear end or whatever, but I really never knew where I stood until that Saturday night, and right before the bus was leaving for New York, that they said congratulations, and I was real happy.
This was kind of a new experience for Jeff Reardon. He's a veteran. He's the all-time Major League saves leader.
The first year I was in big league camp, I was a non-roster player, never even expected to make the team, and I went to the final day and almost made it, and got cut and came up in the middle of the year that year, but since then I've never had to make a team, so there was a little more pressure this year, and I couldn't work on things that, I had done in the past. I never cared how I did in spring, and, I think I went out and had a good spring because I knew I'd have to make this ball club.
While Jeff Reardon's performance this spring allowed him to hold on to his Hall of Fame career just a little bit longer, you take a fellow like youngster Sterling Hitchcock, well, he was just trying to get his career started.
Biggest goal was just to make the team out of the spring. I had a lot of pressure on myself to go out there and perform well and to make the team, and to finally be told, hey, you made it. It was just like, phew. Now I can relax a little bit and have some fun.
But it was Buck Showalter who had some fun when it came time to inform Hitchcock that he had made the cut.
I wasn't expecting to stay back one day, so I went out to take the truck to my fiance who was at the hotel. I didn't want her to be stranded there, so I come back and everybody's going, hey, Buck needs to see you. And I'm like, oh God, this figures the only day I leave, they're looking for me. So I finally go in there and he drops a line on me, hey, you know, what are we going to do with this? We got more articles in the newspaper about you. And I went, I didn't say anything. And he goes, you know, what are you doing? I said, well, what's it say? He goes, and him and Billy just started dying laughing. And I'm like, oh, God, don't do this to me, guys. So they kind of played with me for a little bit, and I fell right into it. So, but you know, I'm excited about being here.
Among the other rookies who made it out of camp, speedy outfielder Gerald Williams.
My thoughts going into spring training was trying to make the ball club. I was told after the game in New Orleans against Boston, which was the last exhibition game that we had down in New Orleans, and I was told I was taken into the office, and Buck Showalter and Gene Michaels and a lot of other guys were there, and they were telling me about some of the things that they were appreciative of, and that was about it.
The tough decisions have been made for now. The team is set. Rookie or veteran, making the cut is really something special.
Buck and Gene were in there when they called me in after, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes after the game, and they just said, congratulations, you made the team, and I told them they wouldn't be sorry.
And a swing and a miss struck him out.
The Knicks are ready to shoot some hoops with the Bullets. It's the Knicks versus Washington, Thursday at 7 after Sports Desk and Game Night on MSG2.
The thrill, the spirit, the excitement, the pride. The officially licensed team rings from Balfour. Each ring is crafted to the exacting standards of each league, and all are made in America of beautiful Balfour Celestrium for the look and feel of real gold or silver. Handcrafted by the same master jewelers who created league championship rings and trophies for decades. When you call to order, we'll send you a picture of your ring and a sizer to ensure your team ring fits perfectly. So call the number on your screen to order your team ring. There's no payment required now. You'll be billed just $19 prior to the shipment of your ring. Then 4 more monthly payments of only $19 each. Enjoy years of showing your team pride right at hand.
Call now, 1-800-858-4646, 1-800-858-4646.
The 1-1 pitch and high and deep to left. Gadon is back. Goodbye. Home run from Mike Gallego. 3-2. Fly ball straight away center. Hit deep. Pulls back, and that ball's going to go. Home run. Wow, what a shot by Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams has just powered one out to straightaway center field. That ball took off and would not stop.
Williams thus became only the 8th player to reach the black seats in center field. And Don Mattingly got in on some history making too.
Here he comes, he's gone.
Infield in, Boggs is safe. The ball gets away.
They gave him a ribby on that.
Well, that's probably not the way Donnie would want it, but on the fielder's choice, he gets the RBI, and he now stands at 1,000 for his Major League and Yankee career.
Base hit for Boggs. He is absolutely amazing. Willie Randolph keeps the windmill going. Kelly scores 13-6. Drilled to left field. Tartable will get 2 more runs batted in. Boggs and Mattingly score. Tartable with a double on base 5 times. Velarde's been on base 5 times. Boggs 4, 16-6.
Gallego with another drive to deep left. Gonzalez back, and Mike's done it again. That ball is gone. His second home run of the day. 18-6. The Yankees continue to score in every inning.
18 runs on 19 hits, and the Yankees were off to a 2-0 start. Next up for the Yankees, Sparky Anderson's Detroit Tigers. Pitching for New York, Jim Abbott.
Got him with that. Oh, man. Got him on a beautiful high slider. Oh, he got it.
Beautiful pitch.
Yeah.
He's out of there on strikes.
Oh, man.
Make it 3 times for Samuel going down against Jim Abbott.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 8 strikeouts for Jimmy Abbott.
And Jimmy Abbott picked up the victory. He did allow Steve Howe to finish it up for him.
Ground ball left side. Boggs, dramatically, and the Yankees are unblemished here in 1994. The record goes to 3-0. They win it by the score of 4-0.
The perfect record would come to an end with 2 gloomy weekend defeats. However, there was a ray of sunshine for the Yankees. Melito Perez. Trying to come back strong from a disappointing '93 season, he pitched well, going 6 innings, giving up just 2 runs on 2 hits. Time now for our Yankee Magazine Player of the Week, Danny Tartabull.
Boxed up.
A hard hit ball by Tartabull. Randolph's going to wave in Mattingly. We'll have another play at the plate, but it's offline.
Fly ball, deep left. Phillips back, and this game is tied. Danny Tartabull. Tartabull belting his 2nd home run of the year.
And to go along with 2 homers, Danny had 8 hits with 8 runs batted in for an average of .444. Hey, that's a lot of bull, Danny.
Everybody get up! Show me, baby!
Did you know that stress and certain vitamin deficiencies can cause hair loss, and that researchers are growing hair in a test tube? When you call Hair Club for Men, we'll send you this information along with Hair Club's own advances in dealing with hair loss.
I wanted something that looked very natural and also looked very natural when I was skiing and when my hair was very wet.
It made me feel old to be going thin at 24.
Hair Club's innovative techniques in dealing with hair loss will give you the confidence you've always wanted.
I did not ask to lose my hair. And for a long period of time, I thought that I would have no choice. And with Hair Club, I do have that choice.
No matter what sport or activity, your new hair will look and feel like your own.
Now that I have a full head of hair, people that haven't seen me in a while, they don't even know I had anything done. It's like totally natural to them.
So call Hair Club for Men and receive our free brochure, along with some tips that may help you keep the hair you have.
I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client.
And now, folks, get ready to rock the Bronx with a band of die-hard Bronx-born Yankee fans that called themselves Deficit.
Where we at, boys? The booty down. Yankee Stadium, the house that Ruth built, home of the Bronx Bombers, winners of 22 World Series. Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Tony Lazzari, Mark Koenig, where it all began. The 27 Murderers Row and Joe DiMaggio, right here in the Bronx. Nobody rocks. Nobody. Like they rock in the Bronx. It's an attitude, boy. Nobody rocks. 161 in River. Like they rock in the Bronx. Bill, Dickey, Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Elston, Howard, Whitey, Ford, Phil Rizzuto, Billy Mann, the Professor, Casey Stengel, the Lords of Baseball, 4 decades of dominance, 33 AL pennants, Roger Maris, 61 homers, the M&M boys, forget about it. Nobody rocks. It's an attitude, boy. Remodel your ballpark, billion applause, take over. So Chambliss is the homer in 76. Reggie Banks 3 in 77. Bucky up in Fenway. Nettles, Munson, Lyle, Randolph, Rivers, Roy White, Pinella, Figueroa, Guidry, Catfish, and the Goose. So here we are in 1994. Little Louie's back and we got the X-Man. Jimmy Key, Jimmy Abbott, Wickman, Cameron, Nicky, Mulholland, Gibson, Melito, Poirier, Bobby O, and Hal. Showalter at the helm, Stanley at the dish, Kelly, Gallego, Bernie up the gut, Layridge, Velarde, Wade, Fox, Paul O'Neill, Notes, Sam Horn, Darryl Boston, Donnie Goldberg smacking doubles, Tartabull rounding the bases. Now all summer long they're gonna gonna be going crazy in the bleachers watching the Bombers do their thing. Pretty soon that World Series flag will once again be flying proud on 161 and River up in the Bronx. I could hear him now. It's an attitude, boy. The beast of the East is back. And while you're in our splendid borough, head up north a bit and check out the zoo. You wear them pinstripes proud, Yankee tradition, baby. Holy cow! Nobody rocks like rockin' the Bronx.
Coming up next, a chat with a man of no-hit fame, Jim Abbott. He was the heart and soul of 3 Yankee championship teams.
And Thurman Munson, I believe, was at his best when it was time to really show what you were all about.
He made an impact on everyone's life. Everyone that he came in contact with, he impacted in some way.
Fans, you'll certainly enjoy the official Yankee home video called Captain, the Thurman Munson Story. Order your copy for $24.95. Just write to this address or call 1-800-9-YANKS-9.
Let's talk smart. Let's talk Eagle Vision. V6, power windows and locks, air conditioning, and automatic transmission. Let's talk safety. Let's talk lease. We're talking $229 a month. Hey, stop talking and go test drive a new Vision ESI. It's the least we can do for you.
Come along as we celebrate 200 years of circus in America.
Enjoying the fun, the thrills, the danger, and the excitement as Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus honors its heritage with an all-star salute to children. Bring your kids to see our kids, 45 of the brightest young stars from around the world at this special edition of the greatest show on earth.
Now at Madison Square Garden. Get tickets at the box office and Ticketmaster.
For pitcher Jim Abbott, it all seemed picture perfect. The Yankees had brought the hard-throwing left-hander to New York in a trade with the California Angels. Jim went 11-14, though, in 1993 and spent this spring working on making some adjustments.
We've worked on some things, you know, you're always looking to improve, and, you know, I think we've come a long way. I think doing some things that already this spring that I didn't do as well maybe last year, and getting back to doing some of the things I did well the previous year.
We were trying to work the outer half of the plate a little more. He's got a natural cutter that he throws. For people out there, it's a ball that moves into right-hand hitters. So what happens, I'm trying to get him to throw some balls on the outer half of the plate, so when he throws it inside, he can also throw the ball outside and freeze some hitters on the outside. And we worked very hard on that, and also his changeup to be a little bit more of a complete pitcher. And I think that sometimes along the way you have to make adjustments. Your velocity goes down, you have to try and make some adjustments.
At times disappointed with his performance, Jim had to learn not to be so hard on himself.
And a drive deep to left. He hits this one well, and it's gone. Salmon hits an 0-1 pitch, and this one is over.
Jim Abbott, you know, he's just someone who expects perfection every time out, and we know, unfortunately, we like that, but we know that's not always going to be the case. Jimmy handles success well, and we want to make sure that he handles the other part of the game well too. But Jim Abbott, a very competitive young man who we like having around.
I enjoy playing this game. I always have loved the pitch, and you know, last year I think maybe I, you know, got caught up a little bit in my own expectations, maybe some expectations of others, and try to do maybe a little bit too much. I think you have to keep proper focus on what you can and can't do. Every year you learn a little bit more about that, and last year, you know, was a learning experience for me in that regard.
Regarding highlights, the 26-year-old lefty provided us with the season's most memorable moment.
Indians have not had a man pass first base. Baerga batting .318. And the ground ball is short. Velarde, he did it! He did it! No hitter for Jim Abbott. Abbott. Jim Abbott throws a no-hitter and shuts out the Cleveland Indians 4-0.
I was just thrilled to death. You know, I never expected to throw a no-hitter. I give up a lot of hits, and particularly after that last outing against, you know, a very good hitting club at the Indians. I'm just thrilled to share it with the team. You know, the guys made great plays in the infield. Wade, Randy, Mike, Donnie, everybody. Bernie ran the ball down the ninth. A lot of credit goes to those guys. Matty Noakes called a great game, and I'm very, very happy.
He's surrounded not only with great players, but some great guys.
They always seem to go out and find good people, and we've got good people here. We've got the kind of people you not only enjoy playing baseball with, but you enjoy being on the road with. You enjoy going out to dinner, and you know, there's a lot of close friendships that have come out of this team, and that's always enjoyable. I think it's a close-knit team, and I think that makes the season go by faster.
Well, 1994 could go by faster. Expectations are high, and Abbott feels the team is ready.
This year, I think we have another good club. I think we have a group of hardworking guys. You know, all the cliches come into place. You know, you got to play hard. You got to hope everybody stays healthy. You know, we had some guys who had fantastic years last year, and some guys, you know, who didn't have the kind of years they wanted. So, you know, maybe you need a little balance there. You need some other guys to pick up their game a little bit, and other guys to keep going at the pace they are. And we're in a very tough division. So I think a lot of things are up in the air, but all you can do is work hard, and this team does that very well. You know, when it doesn't, we have a good manager in Buck Showalter who lends direction, who lends focus, and I don't think that we will fall out of it because of his leadership.
A solid year from this lefty could sure help lead the team to the title. Hey fans, how about this special offer from Yankees Magazine? Every month you get player features, statistics, great color action photos, in-depth minor league reports, and much more. Subscribe now and receive 12 big issues at the special introductory price of just $14.97. Order by credit card, just call 1-800-9-YANKS-9 or just send a check or money order for $14.97 to this address. Well, that's all for this week, fans, but tune in again next week when we'll bring you another pennant-winning edition of Yankees Magazine. Yankees Magazine is brought to you by Budweiser, who reminds you, friends know when to say when.